Yeah, we have heard about how much internally generated revenue that Lagos makes. Some say it's 45 billion, some say, 40 billion. The actual figures and numbers we will find out. But having said that, we know that we can apportion particular percentages. Education is key. We want to try to stop child labor in Lagos State. We can make it compulsory. We did, Babaja Konde and his team did it way back. If we can make it compulsory, which is what we want to do, for every child to go to school, every child, primary, post-primary, to go to school, and we fund that education for them. I'm sure it is something that we are capable of achieving, because we have a lot of smart guys and women in Lagos, in Nigeria. We can make this happen for our people. If that makes our children engaged, if they get to know and understand that there is value, some value in education, and their parents are rest assured that they don't have to worry about the cost of education, it's going to make them feel better. It's going to make them want to contribute more towards the growth, the economic growth of their communities, of their state, of their cities, or wherever it is that they reside in. I've thought about a lot of things, and my team will discuss these issues about having, we used to have war against the discipline way back, but we may not call it war this time around. But we want to be able to do something whereby everybody would take responsibility. My driver, anybody that has a pure water nylon and they throw it on the floor, I pull their ears, personally pull their ears, babe, that is wrong, pick it up. But government will also be able to provide these enabling environments to make it easier for people to be able to throw away their thrashes or their dirt. But more importantly is that consciousness that we have to imbibe. So we have to change that culture. So the press have a lot of work to do to make this happen. We are looking at the situations whereby we can recycle plastics, we can recycle, materials that can also serve to come back into the economy. So the environment is very key, especially with this global warming and all sorts that's going on around us. If we keep our community clean, we can be healthier, because that is where the health issues also come to play. I believe we have some of the best minds in our youths, although many of them may be engaged in things that are not worthy. But we can actually recalibrate those minds if we show the way. We have farmlands. We can make the farmlands mechanized. We can create mechanized farming, develop our farmlands, create farm estates, and engage our youth, engage our people, and make them earn living wage. We can create this micro economy within Lagos State. Lagos can do it. We can, if we're able to take care of these transportation systems, take care of the road networks and the dirt, and we're able to attract investors, direct foreign investors into the country, and we sign agreements with them that for them to do anything, they have to put our boys and our girls to work. We can make that happen. I'm going to be leading a campaign personally, and for all that care to join, to get in the communities and explain to our people the reason why we have to try to be our brother's keepers. We seem to have forgotten the culture. A typical Lagosian is a nice person, jolly person who accepts everybody. So what changed? The economic situation changed all of us and made us to become barbaric? No. We need to go back and talk to our fathers to come back out and re-educate us. But having said that, we will also ensure that we put some machineries in place to deal with people that refuses to listen. opportunity to step out to say that I want to run for governor, I tried to do it 10 years ago. And I spoke to leaders, and the leaders will shush me down. So I realized that if you do not come out and do what you need to do, some leaders may not take you seriously. So I'm saying it to every young girl, every young boy. Whatever you think that you need to do the right thing, as long as you're doing the right thing, come out. Say it out loud. When you say it out loud, the elder, the chieftain will believe that you actually mean it. Because the first idea that comes to mind is some laughter, some gimmicks that say, oh, Obirin here. And so what? We have the same mental capacity as men. That is a great question. Because everywhere I go, the first thing I'm asked is, who is backing you? How many billionaires do you have? I'm like, okay. Who's your godfather? I'm like, okay. I really don't know how to answer that. All I know is that I have this vision in me that is burning in me. And it's burning in my team's mind. And every other person that I come in contact with that feels me, that this can be done. And if this can be done, everybody will invest in this venture. Because it is an investment that will yield a lot of positive fruits for everybody. But it's not because we're trying to suck up. It's because we're seeing that as a man, as a young man, he had a vision. However way the vision may have gone, south or west, he had a good vision for Lagos, and he was able to do so much for Lagos. But he's yet to do as much as is required for Lagos. For the people of Lagos. He has empowered individuals. He needs to empower multitudes. That's what we want. We want to be able to see how we can expand on his legacy for Lagos, for Ekoile. We want him to expand on his legacy, and we know what to do to make that happen. And in doing that, he needs to support women. That's why I came up with, I said he needs to empower me, because for me, I have been around for a little bit. I am a youth, yes, I'm less than 50 years old, but I have been around, and I have been part and parcel of this, of the common man's life, as well as the other life, if you will. So I can strike a balance anytime. But more importantly is that we can be flexible to make our lives better, to make the people's lives better. We can be faster in transformation. The transformation process, albeit, seems to be a little bit slow in Lagos. We want to be able to transform it in a faster way so that people can actually benefit from democracy, government of the people, for the people, by the people. And most of the reason is based on what has been imbibed in me naturally. Naturally, you know, you have some personal traits, personal tenets, and wherever you go, it shows, regardless of how hard you try to hide it. And I am someone who has been consistent with these traits since I was a little girl, because I remember my mom would tell me that my teachers in primary school would want to take me home. They would tell her, you know, the Igbos and the Yorubas, and my mom would want that. So it is because of those traits that have been imbibed, and of course getting the opportunity to see where other fellow students and men support one's course, not necessarily because they like my face, but more because what I have said or what I'm saying is the truth. So if we tend to promote the truth regardless of where we are, with humility, you know, and respect, I think we should all accept it and try to do things that will benefit all.